everyone, and welcome to another brand new season of a brand new show, the Isle of Blythesmoth, with the wonderful that Kayla person. But before
we're never going to be able to say it, so
before we go around and say hello to everyone, we do have some announcements. First of all, please check out our social links, including our Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Discord, booming community over there. It's been growing really quickly recently, actually. I think we might have even surpassed 1,000 people. So GG, you all come and be part of the community. I can pretty much recommend everyone over there. They're all very nice, kind, and lovely. We seem to attract a good tribe. Twitter, if you want to get into a game, not this one, but one like it, send me a DM on Twitter and I'll get you into a game. We have games in all sorts of time zones and time slots, although admittedly mostly around the PST clock. And YouTube. You can't catch up with this show yet on YouTube because this is the first show, but you will be able to in the future, so go and subscribe now and save yourself the hassle in the future. Let's talk about sponsors. First of all, Mage Hand Press. You may know them from the Dark Matter campaigns that we have run regularly, which is now available in hardback, by the way, for pre-order, because I literally went and forced them to let me offer you all pre-orders. So someone validate me, go and buy the pre-order, okay? And then I'm justified in making them do it, okay? I appreciate you. Whichever one of you are, I appreciate you. Next, we have the deck of many. The deck of many things, the deck of many animated spell cards, the deck of all sorts of things over at the deck of many, and the Humblewood campaign. Yeah. Also available in hardback as of this month, so go and check that out as well. At the moment, they've got a Black Friday sale on, so there's loads of deals over there, and if you spend over $100, you can get free delivery with the code Scratticus. So go and check that out. And if you didn't see it on our intro screen, we are now also sponsored by Hero Forge. So if, like us, you would like to go and play with figurines for hours on end to delight and intricate precision, or if you just want to slap something together to play with, go and do it. It's good stuff. Available in plastic, metal, print out, all good stuff. Retweet the tweet, everyone. Every 10 retweets, Kayla has agreed to do some kind of wild magic shenanigans for every 10 retweets. So go and retweet the tweet. And well done, everyone. We've already hit 10 retweets, so we'll be starting off with one Kayla. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Starting with Kayla, no pressure.
hi, I'm that Kayla person. How you doing? Hi. Yeah, I'm excited to actually be doing a campaign for once, not just one-shots. I've missed doing campaigns. You may also recognize me from my Monday shows late at night, Tact and Diplomacy. You can see me here. Also, this weekend, I'm going to be in a one-shot as well. 7, I think it is. At 7 p.m. on Saturday, something like that. Sure, let's go with that. Just be there Saturday. You'll see my face again if you want to see my face. It's cool. Yeah.
We'll be live for 12 hours. Kayla's in one of them.
I'm in one of them. I'm somewhere in that 12 hours. Just be there for the whole 12 hours and you'll see me eventually. So there you go.
It's the only solution.
It's the only solution. You just have to be there all 12 hours. Do not leave the computer. If you need to do bodily functions, you're screwed. If you need to eat, forget it. Breathing is optional, but, just be there 12 hours straight.
Fantastic.
Like Scrat.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, definitely. And then maybe more. Who knows? Sometimes I get the urge to stream some more. I accidentally did a 10-hour Outer World stream last weekend. I just thought I'd go for a short stream, and there I was 10 hours later shooting random canids on the starter world. Have I even left the starter world? Barely. Okay. I just did 10 hours of side quests. Sorry. Let's go around to the next person. Kai, academic.
Hi everyone, it's great to be back. My name is Kai. I can be found on Twitter as academic. I was in last season, and just as I was about to head out the door, Scrat grabbed me in my scruff and was like, "Where are you going?" So I'm back. And
we held Kai back for a year. It didn't get the grades.
Yeah, and
right.
Now you're trying to turn me nocturnal with this time.
What time is it for you, Kai?
Night school. It's night school.
It is now 12:15 at night. So that's going to be fun this season. Also, if just as Kyla said, if you are not bored yet after 3 hours, at 7 p.m., there's another 3 hours where I'm going to be on the Saturday 12-hour stream. And I'm going to be playing at 4 a.m. my time. So let's see how that goes. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to start this campaign. It's been a while since I've done D&D online, so I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to the campaign so much. Next, the person who complained that I've never made him cry on stream. Kent Weebs.
Hi, Kent Weebs here. This is my first ever time with the Scratticus Academy. I wasn't in Ryutama around a year ago today. No, I did not play. Ago? That was a year ago today. I remember I was looking through some of our talks that we had about Ryutama, and I was like, oh my god, that was like a year ago. So I'm really excited to get back into this D&D thing. Really excited for just everyone here. I won't be playing on Saturday, unlike Kayla and Kai, but support to them because it's worth it. And later about my character. Hi, Kent Weebs. You'll hate me soon enough.
And Kent has promised a serious character this season. Okay, everyone bear witness. It's lastly. Well, no, actually, I'm last, so not even lastly, but and even then more so, not leastly. Bonishka, oh hi.
Oh hi, I'm Bonishka. You can find me here Wednesday nights, and on Twitter at Bonishka. I run a monthly one-shot, usually D&D, for GMs and DMs. I'm probably hoping to pick that up again in December. If you're interested, shoot me a DM. I will not be playing on Saturday because I'll be playing an in real life D&D game, but luck to you all and good rolls.
Possibly the only good excuse for not playing D&D on my channel on Saturday is playing your own game somewhere else. I accept. And Ken, we can get you in a game if we want to. Hi everyone, I'm Scratticus. I'm gonna be Scratticusing.
That's it.
Yep. 14 retweets now. Thank you everyone for the retweets.
Oh jeez.
We've had Kobold Wizard, which I'm pretty sure is a bot retweet, but also thank you to Kinolax, Manny O'Manny, and Potato Hollow for those recent retweets, on top of everyone else who got us to 10. Thank you all very much.
I also realized I don't have a list, so Scrat, can you help me already?
Yes, I can. I'm going to send you, my fabled
send me the list.
My fabled holy grail of D100 lists.
Yay.
In this folder, you will find all of the D100s that I cycle through, desperately looking for one that makes sense.
This was the very last minute, by the way. So
no, we've been.
We had it planned for weeks.
Yeah,
months even. You know.
Serious
campaign. We're gonna be serious this time.
I can't wait. I'm gonna be so serious.
All right. Are we all ready then? Our story begins on the coast, near a town situated rather high up on the cliffs. There is down below, water breaks against the cliffside, against the docks down there, but up top is a beautiful, picturesque scene for all of you to see. Some of you have even lived in the city for a while. Some of you have just mingled and visited. And atop this city, the main picture of everything is a tall, tall lighthouse in the depiction of a woman holding a lantern close to her chest, about here, and a light that keeps shining out across the misty bay. But even smaller, we start in a tavern called the 12 Glasses Inn, where all of you have been called by a person by the name of Father Swan to join him and discuss terms of completing a task for him. Now, I want to ask. We'll start with Kent, who I assume has been here for a while. What is your character doing in the 12 Glasses Inn, and what does he look like?
Well, he's probably taking a load off because, he's been on ship ferrying for a while from his homeland of Solandica to here. And, he does some exporting and importing. So he is a Triton. He has long, flowing, blondish blue hair. So it goes blonde to blue. He's got these cool purple eyes. He's got like a really nice like aquamarine type skin color with like silver flecks, and then he's like inked all over. He is about 6 foot-ish, very thin, pretty much emaciated looking with the gills on his arms, and he's got a gill like a.
Welcome in, Raiders! Sherlock Humes coming in with that massive raid. Welcome in, everyone. Premiere episode, brand new campaign. We're introducing the first character, Ken. Welcome in.
Perfect timing, by the way.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, he's got like a spine going down his head, which is kind of like hidden by some of his hair. And he wears like this like trench coat with a cape with fur around it. And then he's got some like boots and stuff. And his name is D'Artagnan Storm. And yeah.
And I would assume you're already there with your acquaintance, Scratticus. Would you like to describe your character and what he is currently doing at the bar beside D'Artagnan?
He's mostly... Okay, so we see a small forest gnome, maybe standing at around 3 foot tall, small even by gnome standards. And whilst D'Artagnan is chilling at the bar, he's kind of eyeing up whatever's going on stage. There's a flute in his hand that he's sort of thumbing nervously. And he has a beanie hat, hair flopped in front of his eye. He wears a loose jerkin, but with a cape, which would not work well with a streaming chair. We can imagine the chair's a cape. There we go. We'll make the cape purple. Now it works. He wears a purple cape that he is sort of thumbing in the other hand, and he's sort of looking to D'Artagnan, the stage. You think I should have a go at the on the stage? Do you think they'd let me, like, I don't know, have a free drink or something?
If thou wants to go up there and thine play on thou thingamabob that you have up here in the upper world, then yes, you be your guest and play on thine thou thingamabob.
All right.
I'll be right here supporting thou.
Can you do me a favor and get the, like, innkeep's attention, though? The bar's a little...
Do you
like,
want
puts
me to
his
lift you
fingernails
up?
on it and starts to, like, no? Yeah.
Barkeep!
There is a man behind the bar who kind of immediately, not so much from you calling the barkeep, more so from the tone of voice, how loud you're being, has already kind of turned his attention in your direction. But he kind of hobbles his way over there. He looks like a very grizzled man who's seen his fair share of wear and tear over the years. He goes over to you guys and kind of leans over the bar, all rough and gruff that he is. Yeah, how can I help you?
Barkeep, thine friend over here would love to play a little jiggly jig on his telegraph thingamabob. What I don't know, you people on the upper lands, you have these weird contraption-y thing.
It's a flute.
It's a music. What is that, Bobbit?
Shelby. My name's Shelby. Shelby Snicklewickle. It'll be famous one day.
It will be.
You a bard?
I don't know. I hope not. I'm not bard, am I? I haven't done anything.
You're not bad at all. You're a very good chap.
Right. You play is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Is this a ploy? Basically, are you trying to get free drinks out of me in free room? Because this you're like the third person who's come in here and tried this whole spiel.
All right. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal. If you sell, I don't know. How much do you expect to sell tonight? I look on the bar.
Enough.
All right. If you sell enough and a bit, then maybe I can have a drink. And if you sell enough and like 4 bits, then I can like maybe have a room.
Just don't get hit when you go up there on stage. I suggest you duck and dodge, especially if they start throwing tankards. The crew, when they come in, they tend to get a little ruckus, so just be nimble, will you?
I mean,
You're already small enough. You're a hard target to hit, so that works.
I'll go up in a minute.
you can do this, Shelby. I think you should go up there on that thingamabobamajigga thing and do your heart out.
I'll let myself down from the bar. And start waddling up to the stage.
Fair enough. You have to kind of get between the tables. The place around you is kind of like, it has that sort of speakeasy, like, there's rich people in here because the place that you are is the richer kind of area up on the top of the cliff. Everything is rather rich and lush, but this bar is like seedy, and it's enough intermingle between workers and sailors and the rich to get that like underground dive bar kind of feel where everything's kosher out here, but in a back room there's probably a deal going on. So you have to duck and dive between all of these like really tight together tables and everything like that. Luca, as you are sitting at your table, you see a short gnome go by you and head up towards the stage. Would you like to describe yourself and what you're doing?
Luca is sitting in a chair, and she's about 3'2", so her feet are kind of swinging, kicking, just getting some little bit of a exercise in her knees. She's bent over onto the table, which kind of comes up to about here on her, scribbling in a little bit of a notebook. There's no glass in front of her. She's not drinking anything tonight. But she is a little halfling, fairly pale skinned, unusually pale for a halfling, actually. And her hair is bleach blonde that comes into the back of her head and a long braid down the back of her neck. There's a lot of dirt on her clothes, and not even just the cuffs of her pants, but the knees, like she's been kneeling, her elbows, almost like she's been crawling through maybe dirt or mud. She kind of like is absentmindedly brushing her nose as she's looking through the notebook, and there's a streak of mud that's all across the front of her face. And she just kind of scribbling, looks up as the gnome walks by, kind of gives a nod, one short person to another, and goes back to her book.
That is one thing you notice, is there's not a lot of people technically your size in this area, but the two of you kind of stand out in that you don't stand out, essentially. So you see him waddle up to the stage, go on up there. Would you like to, first roll of the night, performance check and see if what you got in the tank there?
Oh boy, no pressure. Okay. And that one.
I'll that's right. I have to roll a surge. How
Wait,
convenient.
Kayla, could my cheering and support be an advantage towards Scrat?
I would make him roll again because I'm not gonna. I know.
I totally agree. I don't like to give an advantage if you know what the answer's going to be either.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at the roll yet.
Okay.
I don't know. I still need to find this.
I can
this
totally
thing.
roll with a nat 1. I can totally roll with that.
I think because he's already rolled, I'm not going to say the advantage. But he gets up there, and I'm assuming you're nervous, especially with being told that there is a whole bunch of people who tend to get rather violent and throw things, a la the Blues Brothers, where they're just throwing stuff and need to be kept behind a screen. But there's no screen here. It's just you on this little pedestal by yourself. And you just let out this note that just screeches. Where's the kazoo? Break out the kazoo!
Oh, okay, you... No, it will sound too good of it. Okay.
Yes! You're doing great, Shelby.
Xavier, this is about when you walk into the bar to this horrible screeching sound going on. You've arrived a little bit late, fashionably late, of course, but that's the sounds that you're greeted with as you walk into this place. This horrible screeching sound of a rather nervous small gnome over there on the stage. Would you like to describe yourself and what exactly you're going to do at being accosted with this noise?
Yes. So I think what walks into the door, actually, like pretty much swings open the door, actually, is a man, an individual of indistinct gender, I would say. Walking in wearing a very large black coat and a black headband. He is a sight, I would say. There's jewelry happening, but mostly eye-catching is the visage, which is it tattoos? Is it painted on? Is it his face? What's happening there? I don't know, but it looks sexy. And upon hearing the ultimate kazoo playing, I think he just stands there for a second in the doorway going like this is a bar in our circus, is it? Like, and then he just like shrugs and he goes to the bartender and he leans onto the bar and he goes like, excuse me? What is going on?
He wanted to play.
Did he have credentials? I'm not telling you how to run your business. No, it is exotic.
You try telling the 6th bard that's come up to you today not to play.
My men, I can imagine. Do you have one wine, please?
Wine. All right. And he turns away and he's being abrupt and he pours you the wine, pours it out. It's not the best, not what you're accustomed to, but it's alcohol. You imagine that the patrons of the bar don't seem to mind all that much. Do you keep playing or do you just eventually...
I think he's committed. He knows it's awful, but he's gonna.
It's a
keep
full
playing.
4-minute song with a bridge in there, key change.
No bridge.
Everything.
No bridge.
No
the
bridge?
The key change is accidental.
It's accidental. D'Artagnan, I assume you continue to support your buddy.
So lovely! You're doing great! Oh my god, this is fine!
Let's see.
Gorgeous music! Ah! You Upworld people have such great music! Wow.
Your music, a lot of people in the bar have now turned to look at this display. Some of them are just like repelled away, like clutching their ears. But as you continue to play, you don't really know what causes it. Maybe you've broken some kind of barrier in magic, in the arcane realm. But a table just off to your right, who immediately were getting to get up away from you, their table, and then their chairs, and then all of them start hovering a few feet above the ground. Just flying right there in space.
I can use this. I'm gonna move towards them. Can I like try? Can I try and like I don't know. Can I try and make another performance check to try and like just pretend this is like
this is natural?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's still awful.
It's still awful, but not as bad. You go over to them and you start playing, and they're just like, first of all, they're very frightened a little bit. I mean, they're put off by all of this. And then you approach them even more, and they just seem to immediately repel and like, no, please stop, as they're like drifting backwards away from you.
I'm a magical bard.
They're just terrified. They're trying to push away. Like, sir, please, just stop, please, just stop. They're like trying to reach for the ground and anything on the ground that'll help them. Other tables are kind of don't want to approach, but are trying to help. And you see them just continue to float there in the air for about a minute, and then all of a sudden they all just fall back down to the floor, mid ballad, trying to soothe them.
Vika has been kind of like watching over her shoulder this whole time, and just like, and starts like scribbling more in her notebook.
D'Artagnan, do you go to help your friend, or do you just continue to watch him?
D'Artagnan would just be standing there, just no help needed. Little buddy's got everything in thine hands.
Boy, the barkeep, he just continues to watch from where he is between both Xavier and D'Artagnan. That's a new one. I've never seen that before. You gonna go get him, or is he gonna keep playing? He's supposed to be getting the coin, and if anything, he's gonna drive him out.
Is this not the right type of music for this establishment?
Oh, okay. Hang on, I'll change it up.
I personally think that this is wonderful. Look, he's making the tables and chairs float around. What art thou's problem with this?
He's making the tables, the chairs, and the patrons fly around.
Is that not entertaining? Are you not entertained?
No, not really. They're leaving.
I don't think it's very polite to make people float without their consent, really. But that is
This
just
one
me.
said.
All right, I'll talk to him then. All right. Shelby,
Yeah.
apparently you're crap.
Yeah.
I want to state I did not say that he was crap. I said that it was not polite to make people float. But if that's what you want to make of it,
Shelby, apparently it's not kosher to make people float around on thine chairs and tables and all those places.
The people that just fell on the floor. Yeah, what he said.
Shelby's just kind of quietly putting his flute away in his case.
So I think that was a fantastic rendering of a song that you were playing.
All right, D'Artagnan, it was crap. Right.
You head
You're
back
my
over to the bar,
Yeah.
and when you get there, the barkeep sets a large ale down in front of you. It's still on the bar top, so I don't know how you're going to reach it. But he sets it down and he's just, for God's sakes, man. Just have a pity drink. As he continues to work and clean up. Why are you guys even here? What are you two doing here exactly?
Well, I run a very successful shipping business from Salantica to here every couple of weeks, you know?
I
Never
keep
seen
you-
your face. You?
I go with him. I usually keep up morale on ships. My flute.
Well, it didn't work in here, did it?
I should have stuck to sheep shanties.
His she shanties are just out of this world. Amazing.
Maybe when they're not here anymore, you can try again later. Maybe.
Do your sea shanties also make people float?
Only on the water.
It's inspiring, actually.
They float on the water. Don't they do that naturally?
He's the reason why the ship floats.
The sea shanties Shelby sings across the shore will keep you afloat for sure.
So you step off the boat and the boat immediately sinks?
Happened
Doesn't
a couple
sail
times.
anymore because it's in port.
Do all boats have bards with flutes on them then?
Good ones. Have you been on a ship on a long journey and no one sings? Plays an instrument?
No, I've never even seen the ocean.
It's right out there. The barkeep kind of points out the door.
Like I was about to say, it's literally out the window.
Is that what that is?
That blue thing that does the whoosh, 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 whoosh. That thine is the sea.
Well, there are many songs about the sea. Maybe I should investigate. Maybe. What time of day is it? Is it evening?
It is getting closer to dusk, yeah. It's about supper time, really. Dinner, supper. Enough that people are coming in to get their dinner in the form of fluid and alcohol.
Maybe when it's a little bit lighter out, I suppose.
We could use more people, couldn't we, D'Artagnan?
The more the merrier, I say.
Right. I'm bored, by the way. I guess D'Artagnan and Shelby.
Shelby Snickwickle, it'll be in lights one day.
It'll be in lights one day. It will.
Yes, I am D'Artagnan Storm, captain of the Sapphire Winds. It's a very beautiful vessel that we've acquired along the journey.
Never heard of it.
It's faster than the Black Pearl, I tell you.
Never heard of that one either.
Well, it's crap comparatively.
Never heard of either of them, so can't judge. You could probably talk to some of the sailors if you really want to. That guy over there has been eyeing you a bit, and you look over your shoulder, and one of the tables, relatively close to the one that had fallen in the ground, there is a really buff man, very tall, very thick. Sitting at the table, he has had a lot, apparently, by the number of tankards strewn across his table. Several of them have knocked over, and he is wiping down his front, trying to clean himself from spilled beverages as he glares over in your direction. You may have made a friend.
Oh.
At my direction?
Both of you.
Oh.
Alright, I'm good at talking. I'll handle this.
You
I don't know if I would if I were you. That's Sullivan. When he gets to drinking, he tends to get a little violent, if you know what I mean.
Well, D'Artagnan,
I'll go-
violence is your area of expertise.
All right, I'm going to go up to this Sullivan and give him a well met. Or them. I don't know their pronouns at the moment, but I will seek to find their pronoun.
Not sure this is the right time. I'm all for it normally, but I mean, I think... Don't try talking now.
So I think D'Artagnan's going to go right up to Sullivan and just be like, "Hello there. I see you eyeing my beautiful makeup."
Yeah.
Lean into the bartender. Think he's Sullivan the problem?
How have you survived this long?
I'm adorable.
I'll give
I
you
mean-
that.
That does help.
What the sexy one said.
Merci.
Over at your table, Sullivan has now taken his napkin and just thrown it down on the table as he turns to you. Can I help you?
Sir, I saw thou looking at me, and I just thought, hey, why art thou looking at me when you have all these drinks that you've drank?
You see, I was drinking them until your friend over there started playing, and then they all spilled on me.
You've got to be more careful with your drinks than that.
Is that so?
I mean, you never know what happens when a bard comes up to play a song, right?
He adjusts and he stands up to his full height, and you're tall. You're 6 feet. He's taller. He's closer to 7 and rather thick. You gotta guess from just kind of like an underbite situation and the hair that maybe there's a little bit of orc blood in him, and he's not all human, though he does seem to look like it. He stands over you and he looks down. You want to tell me again what I should be doing?
I said, when a bard starts playing a song and you see stuff shifting around, you might want to hold on to your drinks right there.
Listen here, buddy. No one tells me what to do. Unless, of course, you want to make me.
I mean, I can try to make you, but it's not my prerogative to even make you do anything. You are your own person, and therefore must choose what you need to do on your own accordance.
You seem really confused, my friend. Keep going back and forth telling me what I should and shouldn't do.
I mean, you were just eyeing me, so I wanted to come over here and say hello. and you seem really upset about these drinks that you really should be protecting because apparently they are your drinks. You should really watch what you're doing.
I'll watch what I'm doing. And he grabs the front of your jacket and kind of lifts you up like about an inch. Your tiptoes are touching the thing. And he lifts you up and he's glaring at you. I'll show you what I should be doing. And he's about ready to cock back with a fist when the door opens and you hear another chime behind you. Everything kind of stops for a moment. Everybody kind of gets a little bit quieter. You hear this other meeker voice. Sullivan. Sullivan. We don't hurt people. Put the man down, Sullivan. And you see him kind of like glare at you for a moment, still holding you, glances over your shoulder, and drops you as you stand there.
I'm totally gonna, while he's doing that, I'm just like,
You're muted, Scrat.
Hey, put the man down.
Sullivan is definitely glaring at you again, but he seems to have backed down at the moment. At the door, you see a man, the one who had spoken up and stopped him. He is wearing the clothes of a holy man, the robes and the vestments. He's rather skinny and lank, tall but rather lanky and nervous. But he walks in, everybody kind of respects him a little bit as he walks in to the bar. And he steps in between you two. I'm so sorry, sir. Sullivan, we've discussed this between us already, but he tends to get a little, angry at times. Sullivan, are you going to be all right? And the tall man just kind of rolls his shoulders and, yeah, I'll be fine. Maybe you should go to the temple and dry off a little bit? Yeah. And Sullivan turns and walks out of the door. You can tell this guy, despite being lanky and, nervous sounding, he kind of controls a little bit of power. A little bit. And he turns back to you and he kind of like brushes you off a little bit. I'm so sorry, sir. Again, I can't apologize enough. My name is Father Swan, by the way, Jeremiah Swan. Are you perhaps the one I'm looking for? The man with the ship? D'Artagnan, that was his name. D'Artagnan, that's you?
yes, I am D'Artagnan, and I am the proud captain of the Sapphire Winds.
Great.
Well met, traveler.
I don't travel that much. Did you have your friend with you as well? I was hoping you could bring another.
He's literally right behind. He's right there.
Oh,
Right
I overlooked you. I'm so sorry. Not that I meant to. Yes, we're looking for two more actually. We were going to get a room.
Hang on a minute. Are you a minimalist?
I
Very
live a simple
rude,
life. No, no. I'm so sorry. That's not what I meant at all. I just, it's hard. The chairs and oh boy. Yes. Boyd, can we get a room in the back? And the barkeep kind of just rolls his eyes and sends a key down the bar towards you, and he grabs it really quick. Father Swan does. Yes, we're actually looking for two more. Another gentleman by the name of Xavier, and a smaller, another not small, height challenged one.
Do you mean challenge?
Not challenged. What's
A halfling, maybe, or no?
Yes,
you could refer to them as their class. Not just the little people.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I would never think of you as a
Wow.
little person. Like, you are less. Yeah, that's not at all what I meant. I just.
Just stop. It's okay.
Okay. Are you the one I'm looking for? Luca was the name. Yes.
Yes, that's me.
Yes. It's very nice to meet you finally. I've heard great things. And we need the last one. What was the name?
Belcar.
Yeah. Yes. That would be you?
That
Yes.
would be me.
Very nice to meet you. You are a thing to behold. It is quite not a thing, a person.
Oh no, it's
I'm so sorry.
it is fine.
Great. Shall we adjourn to the room in the back? It's much better if we do this in private, unless, of course, you're more comfortable out here talking at a table in public. I don't normally do these things. I'm never quite solicited. Merchants, merc, something. I've never.
Just call it a business deal.
Yes.
You'll be fine.
Yes.
Your conscience will be fine as well.
Would you be more comfortable here or there? Is what I'm getting at.
I am comfortable anywhere. I'm looking at from what I assume are my new associates.
Yes, you will all be together. This splendid, by the way.
It is up to them. I will follow where they will go.
Would you prefer to be more private or out here? I really have no qualms. I suppose.
I mean, you told us we were going to get to room, and Shelby has played for room and did not successfully get the room, so we will take the room.
All right, then we will. This is not the room you'll be staying in, of course. This is just a private business meeting room. But if rooms are what you want, I can help get those for you. Boyd, on my tab, I would like 4 rooms. 4 rooms. 4 rooms, Boyd. Thank you very much. Would you all like to follow me into the back? We can do this a little bit more privately. I'm not used to being in these kind of places. And Father Swan turns and he kind of nervously leads you towards the back into a private room, unlocks it. It's all very shady and shifty, and he's definitely not used to that as he brings you inside and shuts the door behind him. It's just a plain room. It looks kind of like a poker room, what you would assume, where cards would be played, table, chairs, all of that. You can bring your drinks in as well. No, nobody's gonna stop you. And he turns to you all and pulls up a chair. Right, well, you all have introduced yourself to me, and Father Swan, I was the one who called for you. You can just call me Jeremiah if you wish. Right, down to business. My backers, I should actually start from the beginning. How much, you're obviously a very accomplished sail person on the sea. How much do you know of the business that the city does with the Isle of Blythesmoth? Anything?
No.
No. If you like, you can give me a history roll too.
I'll do that. Let me see. History. Oh, I do have something in there.
Is that like a?
All of
band-
you can actually roll it if you
I
want.
was gonna say,
Perfect.
I'm a researcher.
I
is
can't
great.
roll.
I got a 20.
You can't roll like at all.
No, I can, but I can't. I got a 7.
Oh well. Yeah, you're actually rolling really low today.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. I do business with this fucking city, and I got a 3.
Maybe these are not necessarily your waters. You trade elsewhere, not particularly here. But Luca, surprisingly, you've been here long enough to know a little bit. And Xavier, your own background kind of lends you to understand what's going on. Basically, where you are right now in Lancaster and Blythesmoth are two equal parts of a working machine when it comes to import and export. Blythesmoth, being where it is, actually receives a lot of imports. They process things a lot. And they basically send it in on smaller skiffs towards the mainland and Lancaster, because Lancaster is so cliffy and dangerous to get to, just coming straight in off the sea, that running a ship in could just crash into the rocks. So it's a lot of basically mutual interest. And you already know this generally from being here, that people look to this place as rather important, and everybody talks about they have some kind of stake in this place, or I've just had something new come into Blythesmoth and I heard about it, so I'm going to send away for it to come to me in about 2 weeks. So that kind of like relationship going on. It's very important, essentially. And he sees the kind of recognition between the two of you, and just you know a little bit. That's good. This place, we've had a few problems lately. A lot of ships have been going missing between the two. Goods have been washing up on shore, and people have been going missing, and
is that because they don't have a gnome to sing, or a bard to sing the ships afloat?
I'm not sure. It might be. I'm not quite sure.
You have to sing for the ships to keep floating, or else they don't float and they'll go missing. That's what I've been told.
That's practically how the magic works.
Well, that's...
Otherwise, they sink due to mutiny.
That's definitely an avenue we will have to go down and research. From my understanding, it's been... well, that's probably the first answer we've really gotten in a while. We're still rather unsure as to why this is happening, but it all seems to be stemming from the island itself, and that's why we hired you. Well, not me personally. My benefactors, a lot of the merchants in the town, all got together and agreed that one of them sending a team in to look would be a little suspicious, could cause problems, so they all agreed to have a third party do it, hence why I'm here to propose this to you. How's this all sounding thus far? You interested?
So you want us to go to an island?
Yes, and find out why things have kind of stopped coming there, and why people are going missing, and why the ships are sinking.
I see.
What have the ships been carrying?
General goods, tea, alcohol, linens, the usual things. There's really no correlation as to what's sinking and what's going missing. It's just they just seem to disappear. We did have actually one ship make it through, thank goodness. It's a rather important ship, the one that you'll all be taking over to the island. In fact, he gave us some rather distressing news. The island itself, they got close enough to it, but what they saw wasn't normal. The entire towns seemed to be dim, not lit. At first they worried that it was a storm, and I'm hoping it was just a storm. We just got out of the stormy season. But well, until we know for sure, we need somebody to actually go there and research it themselves. Hence why we hired you, researchers.
I'm confident we can keep our ship afloat, but what's to stop us from going missing?
Well, we do have a backup for that, but I have to actually. I have contracts. Just one moment, and he turns and he kind of ruffles around in his bag and pulls out a few scrolls and lays them out, and an inkwell and quill, and he lays it all out. Right, there's one for each of you. I have an extra in case one of you messes up. You need to sign before I can tell you any more information. My benefactors are quite quite concerned about this information leaking out. It could hurt the business. Most of them are merchants in the city, and they worry that should this information leak, that business would go down for them.
I have a question.
Yes.
It pertains to your benefactors.
Yes.
You say that most of them are merchants.
Yes. I can't give any names, understandably, but most of them are important in the town, and here specifically in Lancaster. They have some kind of stock in getting good from the island over here, but you know.
May I ask why it is not possible to tell us who we might be putting our lives on the line for?
Well, they actually didn't tell me that. Most of it would be for, I don't know. They told me to just keep it a secret. I apologize.
Luca is reading the paper very closely. She's looking specifically to see if there's like a time limit that's put on this task. Like,
there doesn't seem to be a time limit. There's a lot of Lego mumbo. It's basically like a TOS, where it's a lot of Lego mumbo jumbo, but it's a lot of completion of the task. Will garner rewards for participants who will be. It's like rewards will be garnished for your name here as referred to participant for the future. It's like a lot of that kind of like technical stuff. Reading it, you do catch on the reward that is mentioned comes to a total of 1,500 gold each. No, 50,000 gold. Sorry, extra each. So 15000 gold for each of you on the completion and return of information and hopefully a solution.
No, I'm not signing any 15,000 gold sign.
is there any clause about failure to complete?
There is a clause essentially saying that they are not responsible for any bodily harm that comes to you. They will not be rewarding anything to your family. You are on your own, essentially, for this dangerous mission. There is that if you come back with no information, they will garnish some of that, so about half of that. But they are paying really well for a job that seems this simple.
Sure. Okay. She'll look it over and kind of pull the pencil from behind her ear and sign it. Pencil goes back.
Well, that's two. The other two of you. At your leisure, of course.
1,500. Either
15,000.
15,000.
1,000, yes.
Either they are really
all
rich.
Garnished. Yes, they've all garnished their wages together, and like I said, this is very important. There is secrecy. Again, I must stress that.
Yes, darling. That's I got that. Mon Dieu. Either they are really rich, or we are definitely most likely going to die.
I would hope not.
Oh, don't worry. Out of the two of us, I hope so more. Yeah,
Only if you feel comfortable. Yes?
Why not? I'm bored.
Well, there's three of the four. So D'Artagnan is your name, correct? Yes. Would you care to sign, or do you have any questions before we continue on?
I can't read common. Do you have this in other languages?
No, I didn't think that would be an issue.
Essentially, D'Artagnan, it says if you give him his ship and we go and do this thing, he'll give you 15,000 gold.
That seems ridiculous.
I mean, numbers are the same in, well, not in some alphabets, but look, 15,000 gold. There it is, 15000.
So if I weren't to sign this, if I did not sign this, and I still wanted to participate, but I didn't sign it, you couldn't even tell me the benefactors or anything else about this. Because I just don't want to be held to a contract.
I mean, this is only a formality. There's going to be, well...
Could you read the contract to me?
He nervously reaches across the table and pulls it over and holds it up and reads it out verbatim. Kind of stumbles and stutters the whole time, but reads it for all of you. It's the same thing that you read, Luca. It's the same exact thing. It's just he needs to sign he puts in blanks instead of where the name would go. It seems like a legal contract. You get bored halfway through, but
D'Artagnan takes the thing and just scribbles in perfect common writing. D'Artagnan Storm, captain of the Sapphire Winds.
I can see you practiced it.
Your handwriting is impeccable, sir. Right. We're all signed. Perfect. And he quickly grabs all of them.
I would like 20,000.
Oh.
He is a captain.
Mr. Storm, you
Captain!
signed it.
Captain Storm.
Captain Storm, I apologize. You've already signed it.
Yes. The time for haggling is long gone.
Ah. 20,000 or I rip this paper up.
I already have it in my bag. I was just about to put it in the scroll.
Wait. Can I roll?
Scroll case.
Can I do a sleight of hand to actually be like a different piece of paper? Please?
To be a different piece of paper? You switched it out before he already picked it up.
Damn it. Okay, whatever. Fine.
You can try,
Okay.
but you're going to be at severe disadvantage because he's literally holding it. Body turned away from you.
That's fine. That's fantastic fits. Okay, so how am I rolling this? A public?
At disadvantage, sleight of hand, if you really want to.
Holy shit, that's
Oh
good.
my god. He's fairly confused and off-put by your sudden change of proposition. And he's kind of like thrown back by this kind of back and forth. And the next thing you know, he looks back and it's just not in his hand anymore. You're holding it still.
If you want this.
Yeah, yes, I actually do. I need to return this to the benefactors.
20,000 for each member of the party. Because my crew is the most important thing.
They're not your crew. You just met these two other people the first time today.
If we are traveling together, they are my crew.
Oh, I had not, No, please don't.
There's like a little bit of a...
Oh, gosh,
a little...
Oh, please don't rip it. Please don't. I will talk to my benefactors. I swear to you. You'll get equipment. You're already going to be furnished. You'll get a place here for the night. There's equipment.
We want a standing appointment here at this bar right here. We want a room to ourselves, the nicest one that we can afford.
How about this?
Monthly.
I'll probably not be back, actually. So you don't have to do a room for me.
Oh,
well, 2 rooms for us then, plus her room.
I was going to give you 2 rooms anyway, sir. All right. How about this? The church will furnish all extra equipment that you need in the form of health potions and stuff like that. We have rather talented people within our temple that create such things. We can give you those for free. Absolutely for free to cover the rest of the wages.
I lean to D'Artagnan and I'm like, That is a good deal. If I were you, I would take it before he takes it away.
This is right to... Oh, I know. I'm just trying to get more for this.
I honestly can't really see the difference between 15,000 and 20,000 gold. It's so much money.
It's 5,000.
It's 5,000.
I mean, like,
Whispering to
it's
Shelby,
so much
like,
money. I mean, how would you spend it? I can't see the difference.
You could buy a nice flute that actually plays better than that flute.
All right, that's 20 gold.
No. There's enchantments. There's enchantments and everything.
Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you very much, Tabletop Horde. Virginia, lovely to see you. Welcome in, everyone. Brand new
All right.
session.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
All good?
We're shaking down a holy man. You know, a regular Wednesday.
D'Artagnan is. None of us are. We're just slightly complicit.
Hi, Chaotic Neutral here.
Oh, fuck.
Fantastic. Here's your paperback. And there's like a couple little bits of rips and stuff, and just like... So 30,000, right?
30,000. Sir, with all due respect...
Hi, kid. 20 is great with the extra add-ons. That's fine. I'll take it.
I will...
And a new paint job for the Sapphire Winds. It's getting a little rusty. Thank you so much.
It's a wooden ship.
Right. He takes back the paper and kind of looks at it. I'm not quite sure what happened, but
And then also in perfect common, all the little stipulations have been starred at the bottom.
already just magically during the whole shakedown process, just scribbling on, adding more to it. Right. I'll have to talk with my benefactors about that, and he stuffs it away in the tube quickly.
Though. Signed contract.
Oh yes, but they I'm sure they weren't ready to take on extra. But nonetheless, you all are doing a great service for the city and for the country and for the people on this island. So no expenses spared, right?
Fantastic. Thou art wonderful and a great member of the cloth.
Try to be.
Thank you very much, Seam, who's just subscribed. You have an advantage to gift a player or the DM of your choice.
Right. So with legal contracts out of the way, can actually focus on what needs to be done here. Equipment. Right. Yes. And he quickly again is down in his bag again, and he pulls out another bag and sets it down in front of him. Right. So, first things first, I should disclose you are actually not the first team to go on this island. We sent somebody about a month ago, a bunch of other people. Again, we haven't heard from them either. So, naturally, hence why the contract and higher costs and, but we do have a safeguard this time. We thought of this ahead of time. These things, and he takes the bag and he turns it over, and a few small, they look like earrings, little trinkets. Hi.
Thank you very much. Gifting 5 subs, Seam. Thank you.
Ooh, 5 subs, yay.
There's some familiar names in there as well. Cammy Jewel, 5 rounds more, and Virginia. You all have subs there. You all have advantages to gift. And some Quee as well, and Smackalot Gaming. Yeah, you're in chat still? By all means, gift us advantages. Please.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, right? Give them advantages now while they still need them. So he dumps out these earrings looking things. They actually, when you look closer at them, they look like little snakes, kind of coiled around themselves in a gold loop around itself, and the mouth currently is bit onto the tail. And he kind of spreads them out and gives you one each, and then takes one. Right, these were curated by my benefactors. They special tools to help you all, so we can stay in contact. Unfortunately, we tested the distance, and it seems they only work once a day at far distances, like the island itself. But close distances, they work all the time. I will warn you, it does hurt a little, and he kind of like winces a little bit as he takes it apart and holds up the mouth. He like pulls the snake's tail out of the mouth, and he kind of holds it up to his ear, and he winces, and you see the snake's mouth bite onto his ear, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, yes, it does sting a little bit," and he lets it go, and it curls around his ear, holding on. But these should help you stay in contact with each other, and they're yours, by all means, if you like. Any other questions?
Javier takes one and he puts it on his ear, and he like moves his hand like this in a small mirror. He casts prestidigitation. One spell nobody can pronounce.
Prestidigitation.
And he makes a small trinket appears in his hand, which is a small mirror. And he's like, "That is quite fashionable, actually. I like it."
Right. Well, these will help us stay in contact. You can call me once a day, and we'll be able to discuss it with each other for about 10 minutes at a time. But it's still more than we had before. Yes.
Is this like a jelly sweet?
A jelly sweet? I'm sorry. Like a treat?
Yeah, you know, like the things you get, like the laces. Looks like one.
It's sure. Yes. Yes.
Oh, great. So Shelby will start eating.
Oh no, not that. No. It's, no, you really don't want to eat that. You're going to chip your tooth. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
No, yeah, like this, and he shows you his ear where it's grabbed on. It will hurt a little bit. I apologize.
Let me help you. I will help you. Just sit still.
Oh, actually, that's a bit more comfortable when you do it like that.
Yes.
Are they telepathic, or do we actually have to speak?
They are telepathic, but they are quiet. Unfortunately, talking to me, you will have to actually speak. It's the only way I can hear you. But they are quiet for when you're sneaking about and being sneaky.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So, if we all have it, or how do we all have to wear it? Or since everyone else is wearing it, I don't need to put it in my face, right?
Well, I would prefer that you wear it. It's so we can keep track of you being alive, in case we need to send somebody to help you and rescue you. These are fallbacks, so we don't lose you like the last ones.
Just right in the ear.
Or wherever you prefer. It needs to be a little fleshy bit. I didn't really test it anywhere. Besides the ear, they only told me ear the benefactors did. Wherever you prefer. I do see a few people walking about town with the nose rings. God knows I never would, but some people do, and that is your choice, and I fully support it if that's where you wish to put it. It might sound a little nasally, but by all means, it's.
I'll just put it to my other collection, just right here. Ah, yes.
Perfect. Stylish too.
I have a question.
Yes.
Said the last one.
Yes, yes, I did mention before, we sent in another group before you about a month ago. This has been happening for about 2 months. We haven't heard from them since. But that does not mean you will fall to the same thing as they did. We just can't contact them anymore. Sorry? Didn't mention that before?
15,000 gold, 15,000 gold. I'm good, but anyone else good?
20. Shelly, 20. 20.
I still have to talk to the benefactor. Yes.
Ridiculous amount of gold's a ridiculous amount of gold.
Yeah. Yes. And you other two, you're quite pleased with this, yes? No objections thus far?
So yes, I think it'll be a good opportunity to learn some things.
I sign.
Oh, great. And yes, you will learn a lot. The island is quite beautiful, as I'm sure you can ask around. Few people have been there. It's amazing, really. But essentially, the gist of it is I already told you of going there to figure out what's been happening. The ship. We have a ship procured already for you, Captain. You will not have to sail or do extra work. You will be taken over there. They also were the ones that told us more information. Like I said, it seemed like the place had been hit by a storm, almost. There were no lights on the island. Normally there are. There's 2 lighthouses on either end, east and west, to warn people coming in. But those were out, and we don't know why. And they saw something coming in the water for them. I don't have a first-hand knowledge of what that was, but they said they saw something in the water coming for them. And it seemed worthy of concern. You all know how to defend yourselves, right? I would hope so. Or at least be quiet. It's concerning. Either way, your help with this island is greatly appreciated in whatever facets you can lend. Is there any other questions I could answer for you? I'm not really quite sure what else to do and say.
When do we sail?
Actually, you could sail in the morning or sail tonight. The captain is at your beck and call. His name, by the way, Captain Kobe Thornton. He sails the Effervescent, the great ship. I honestly, he's good. He comes to the temple a few times, but between his...
Can I run a history check on him and see if I know him? If
Yes.
Okay.
I will give you advantage as well, because you are a sailor.
Advantage. Okay, great. Why is my rolls so shit?
That's enough. You know of it. The Effervescent has been sailing for about 20 years, going back and forth between Lancaster and the island itself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of gone off that path a few times, doing other things. The thing that you know about the captain and his ship, especially the ship, the Effervescent, it is very quick. It is extremely fast and very hard to spot.
Reactive?
Sure. We'll go with that, Scrat.
I love you, Scrat.
Blends into the sea foam?
Yes, actually it does. It's very hard to spot, especially it's... You do recall a few, like, wives' tales, kind of sailors' tales about how it's made of mist, how you can lose sight of it, like that. Mist follows it. It's
easily missed,
lost in the fog. Yes, easily missed, always missed. It just... It's a very fast and a very stealthy ship, essentially, from what you know. And the captain has been leading this ship for 20 years now, so it's a trusted name, and it's a trusted ship.
Oh, what a good ship, the Effervescence. I've heard of it well. I've heard of it well. Always wanted to try my hand at thine. That. Yes.
It. Yeah.
It's-
Yes.
It.
She.
Them.
Them. Yes.
Is that like Sylvan or something? All these V's, vowels, V's, vones, vones, and thems.
So, okay,
I was
this is
going to
like
ask.
player knowledge. Player knowledge. So, he was taught common from like a book that was like very, very old and archaic. So all these thine, thous, and like all this old language is like something that he thinks is still normal conversation. So he's just like trying to be like thou, but like that's just how he learned English or common.
Well, it's yes. Either way, this ship is already chartered for you, waiting down below in the docks, and will take you to the island in under a day as well. It's quite impressive. I've never been to the island myself, but
Would you like to come with us?
no, God, no. I
I'd
don't.
like to insight that reaction.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, a 20. Wow. You get the sense that at one point he might have wanted to go to the island. That he didn't always want to be here. He would like to go to the island, but currently, no, there's no way.
Okay.
It seems it's too quick of an answer, essentially, is what you're getting.
Yeah.
Right. Well, any other questions?
I have one.
Yes.
What kind of settlement can we expect on the island? You talked about the 2 lighthouses. You talked about the houses being dim, it being dark, but what kind of... Is it about the size of what's happening here? Or do we expect 2 houses and a goat?
It's actually quite bigger than that. Right, I forgot the map. I can talk with the captain about that. He has an excellent navigator on his ship, and I'm sure he can get you a map. We can get all of that situated for you. But essentially, what I do know of the island, there's a west side and an east side. The east side is much bigger than the west side because the west side faces the mainland. But the east side, it just catches everything that comes in from sea. So they have a lot more business on that side, understandably. It's the two lighthouses, and you can cross the island in about a day by horse. By feet, maybe a little bit longer. But there's a forest, and there's cliffs, and actually a lot of really interesting lore. I've read quite a bit of it. There's tales and folklores that surround it, and the shorelines they're all beautiful red sand, and there's gorgeous towers, and oh, it's there's a lake on the island too as well.
A lake.
Yes, a lake within an island. It's quite fascinating when it comes down to
Hang on a minute.
geography.
Is it inside or outside? Because it could be a lagoon. Sometimes lakes on islands are known as lagoons. It really depends on the size of the island.
I believe it is completely encased in the island. So a lake. Lake?
Is there a
Lake.
waterfall with a cave behind it?
I've never been there. I don't know.
It
There
would-
might be.
I'm suspicious. It could be a lagoon. I'm just saying.
You could take that up with the navigator. Maybe he knows whether it is a lagoon.
Perhaps. I hadn't thought about that.
See, this is
Love
why I
that.
keep Shelby around. He's very knowledgeable. He asks the right questions all the time. Lake
I see
Lagoon?
your importance, Shelby.
Lake Lagoon.
I apologize for questioning you.
Question me.
Yes, I didn't mean to question your intelligence.
Did you belittle
Maybe
him?
you've been on the. No, gosh, no. I would never. Shelby. I would never belittle you. I swear to you, right here and now.
What's wrong with being little?
Nothing is wrong with being lit. He's looking between you and Luca. I mean nothing. By it. You are a proud person who has a very important job. I am sure the captain will be very happy. Captain Thornton, not you, Captain Storm. Captain Thornton will be very happy to have a second musical person on board, as I'm sure he already has one. But two
How
can never
else?
go wrong.
Can the ship float without a musical person?
Exactly. I don't know anything about ships. Yes.
Alright, when are we supposed to leave? I think that is the most important question.
If you like, you could stay the night here, or we could go now. Really, the captain's at your leisure. It's essentially up to all of you. A good night's sleep is always recommended.
What time is it now? Like,
Getting closer to. I mean, you've been in here talking, so it's probably nightfall.
yeah. I don't think it would be wise to travel at night.
Yes, that is the thing. That it's very tricky traveling at night via ship. There are stars, but traveling at night still.
If there is something in the water, I would like to be able to see it before it comes grab me.
This is why we hired you. You are incredibly smart. I
know.
believe.
And gorgeous.
Thank you, I know.
Yes. Yes? Yes. Right. Well, if there's no other questions, like I said, the staying here is on my tab. Simply tell Ashley at the bar, Ashley Boyd at the bar, that the rooms are yours for the night, and drinks and food. The church cover all of it. And I will talk to my benefactors about the additional pages.
See?
Yes.
We will be at
Seems
the
good.
docks after breakfast, I guess.
Perfect.
Wait a minute.
I will. Yes.
Breakfast or second breakfast?
I think first breakfast.
Look to Luca. I don't know if you follow their eating traditions, but I'm definitely going to get supplies for second breakfast.
Not familiar with the second breakfast. I apologize.
Oh. Great. All for me.
Yes. 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 Well, I will leave you all to your festivities of the night, I suppose. Again, Sullivan will not be a problem for any of you anymore. If you need me, I will be at the temple. Yes? Perfect.
If you need me, I'll be behind the. Never mind.
Yes, right. He kind of shuffles and gets his bag and collects things, and
No one's going to get that. Like, no one.
I did.
I mean, like, no one's going to get. Like, anyway, carry on.
He collects up his stuff and just gives you all a nod, and then turns and leaves. The night is yours. And I think, for right now, that is where we will take a break before nighttime festivities, should there be any.
Yes, indeed. So, everyone, we are going to go and take a quick break. We suggest that you all do the same. Take the time to go and stretch your legs, grab yourselves a drink, take a bio, all that good stuff. We will be back in around 5 minutes. If you have a subscription, then you will get to see 5 minutes of our little miniatures on our splash screen there, which are Hero Forge miniatures. If you don't have a sub, then you will be treated to one of Twitch's wonderful ads for a few minutes break. We will be right back. Bye. And we are back, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic break. We most certainly did. We have hit 20 retweets. In fact, when I last looked, we are now at 22 retweets. So that means there will be another Wild Magic shenanigan coming shortly. But Kayla, I hand back over to you.
So, you guys have signed your contracts. You've agreed to help the poor father, Jeremiah Swan, and his mysterious benefactors to help get the island back under control. But for now, the night is essentially yours to do what you wish within the tavern, within the city itself. You can get to know your other compatriots, essentially. The night is yours. What would you like to do today? Night.
I've had enough of performing. I'm gonna enjoy my one ale and go to bed hungry.
Boyd seems very appreciative that you don't get up and perform again. He doesn't say it, but he is kind of happy when he sees you go up to bed. But you got a free pity drink out of him.
I did get a free.
Oh.
He probably goes to bed early, so you might occasionally hear a note from him practicing upstairs.
You want to give me a few performance checks up there?
Oh no!
Watch it be like a perfect roll.
Is the saddest dude.
Give me like 2, 3.
Of course. Of course it is.
The most beautiful, most tragic little toot.
Everybody down in the bar, they're all enjoying their drinks, minding their own business. And upstairs, you just hear this sadly of love long lost, and just everybody sheds one silent little tear hearing this sad song. But unfortunately, poor Shelby is upstairs, and I don't know. I'm nervous. Luca, I know you did say that you are not going to be staying in the bar. Where would you be staying?
I apologize. She meant that she wasn't going to be coming back to the town
Oh!
event.
Oh.
I apologize. No,
You're fine.
Luca goes up to her room, and she probably takes a little whiskey shot down, goes up to her room, and pulls her axe out and just starts sharpening it for a little bit. And it's kind of an unusual looking axe. And then puts it away and goes to bed.
You do hear this sad music floating over from the room. Just a few down the hall from you as well.
She kind of pauses, listen. Head kind of tilted a little bit.
You're right there. Reminds you of home.
It does. The melancholy sounds.
Twinges that nostalgia a little bit. Just, think about what your mom doing right now. Maybe I should call her sometime.
Yep.
There's nothing else you would like to do. I know Xavier was up to something.
Oh, I was probably gonna go and order a, what's the largest size they serve? I think a jug or something.
You could probably buy a whole bottle if you wanted to.
I'm buying, someone else is paying. I'm getting 2 bottles. And,
You're welcome.
if you would like to join me, that's fine. I don't know what D'Artagnan's gonna do.
D'Artagnan would probably join you, and also would be telling the entire, the entire bar a story of like his entire like journey, but like a little exaggerated, a little more stretchy the truthy. And then if there's any cuties, he'd be hitting on them. So just throw that into whatever Xavier's doing.
Oh yeah, I guess if D'Artagnan's like, you know, that one time I did that, and then this person said, you know, and I said, you know, back. Xavier's just sort of sitting next to him, just sort of like looking up at. He's probably, I think you're standing or something. You're probably making a scene out of it. Well, see.
He's probably like Jack Sparrowing it, like, oh, and then I went down to there, a 9 place over there. It was, yeah, just like really putting on a show for people.
Xavier's just like holding his wine, and he's just like looking up at him, just like. And then if there's anything potentially cute in his area of preference, he's like, meanwhile, like establishing eye contact, going like,
Okay.
So Xavier's like this subtle hot guy, and D'Artagnan's like the like aggressively like showboating hot guy.
yes.
I love it.
It's a hot off right now, people. We've got a full blown hot off with 2 hot people going at it. If you want to each roll me persuasion checks,
Oh. Yes, I would like to do so.
let's see what you guys can get.
Could I roll a deception instead?
Are you lying about these stories about you?
I mean, there's enough to lie about in these, but like it's more stretches of truth. My persuasion just sucks. I'll roll a persuasion. Is it roll?
Believe in you.
Why is it saying like roll input value every single time?
Well, I don't know.
I'll just say normal roll, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
it sounds to me like maybe you altered your character sheet a little
How?
bit.
Oh, I suck at persuasion. Darn, I'm so terrible at persuading people.
Gets higher than the one with a +8.
You should see my deception.
So,
Late.
Xavier, you're working it. You're doing pretty good. You got your eyes across the bar and this pretty little shy thing over there, just wilting flower, listening very intently and enthralled by the stories of this crazy Triton up there in front of everybody. But their eyes just keep darting back to this exotic creature over there, just sipping the glass, being quietly alluring, and they're definitely intrigued. For you, D'Artagnan, because you are quite loud, you immediately garner a lot of attention, particularly from 2 of the barmaids who are close, listening to you, enthralled, purposely bringing the drinks that they're trying to bring to tables around, going around you, even though it's completely out of their way. They're supposed to go to a table over there, and they could just walk the other way to get there faster, but somehow their path kind of leads them closer to you.
So D'Artagnan will just like flirt with them and just be like, "Oh, hello there. Are those drinks for us?" And points at Xavier and him.
Well, if you want them to be.
Your eyes, they're so gorgeous. Thou
Think so?
art beautiful.
Really?
Oh yes. I'll take the drinks, and my love for you will burn eternal. Also, Kayla, read your private DMs.
Oh no, I read it, yeah.
Okay, great.
You know, if you're if you're not doing anything later, my shift gets done in a little while, so if you're lonely, of course.
I'm never lonely. I have my Shelby upstairs, and he plays the most beautiful music for me.
You already have a girl?
Oh no, Shelby's a man.
You already have a man. Well,
Oh no. He's my
does he need company?
He's my man. He's my singing company. Yes. He keeps my ships afloat.
Does he need company? I mean, I can get a friend.
Well, if I need you, I will gaze deeply into your eyes and call your name. What is your name? Beautiful is your name.
Oh, stop it. It's Rosie, by the way.
Just like your complexion.
You're such a charmer. She just kind of like shoos you away, being all coy, but
Takes both drinks, just sets them down and gives one to Xavier, just like, here you go.
Merci.
Mm-hmm.
be back around to check you out later. And she continues on down the bar.
You almost beefed that, but nice save.
We got free drinks, didn't we?
I am welcoming anything. And he just points at like 1.5 bottle that's still left and like 2 glasses, two of which are used, and then the next drink. He's just like,
Lovely ladies, those barmaids are. Thou are. Thine are?
they are.
Thou.
Well, whatever, darling.
They continue to kind of circle back on a regular schedule, about, every couple of minutes, coming back around.
Hey, every couple of minutes. We get them so drunk. Just
Well,
kidding.
they're not coming back and just like handing you beverages every time. It's just they're
No.
coming back to hear your stories and check you out, see how you're doing, see if another stupid wench has come up and tried to get all over you, and then giving them the evil eye. It's a lot of circular kind of. Boyd kind of lean across the bar. Just don't mind them. They like the sailor type. That's why they work here.
I think you're in luck.
Your quiet one, by the way, Xavier, is still giving you the eye across the bar. Not approaching, kind of more wallflower-ish, but
I think what he does is he's going to put his chair like a little bit away from D'Artagnan, and then he just like swoops very calmly, just sort of swoops his drinks, his bottles to the side, and he puts the only clean glass I think he's got left to the side, and he's like, and he's just sort of
just
like,
given plenty of room for them.
yeah,
to...
there is a glass, there is a spot. You are entirely welcome to come over here.
There's
So
a- Yes.
I think D'Artagnan would have spotted that you're trying to get onto, like, so while Xavier's doing that, D'Artagnan actually moves to another table, gives a little wink to Xavier, and just fluidly just tries to enter another conversation at another table.
It's weird. You go to sit down at that table, as you kind of like, of course, because you're, you flourish at everything. You kind of like kick out the tails of your jacket and go to sit down in the chair. You bend over. You can't sit, though. You've been standing this whole time giving on these great speeches. But somehow, every time you go down to, like, lean down and sit in this chair, it's like it rejects you. Like how 2 magnets at the same type, kind of, like, go off of each other. And the moment you go to sit down, you fall on the floor. Just flat out on the floor.
How badly do I fall?
Enough. There's a clatter. There's definitely a clatter as the chair kind of like falls over to the side. And immediately the bar wench kind of like, oh, D'Artagnan, sir, are you all right?
Your
Do
chair
you need our
seems to
help?
not like me.
That one's broken. Don't worry about that one. We'll get you a new one. And she goes and quickly gets you another one and brings it back over towards you. Get up.
Can I sit again, or do I fall again?
It's the same thing. Like two magnets sliding off of each other. You just fall on the floor. And again, they're all aflutter. Just, are you all right?
I'm fine. Let me just sit on the table.
You go to sit on the table. You get that close. And it's like all of a sudden the table's moved back like a couple extra inches, more than you were expecting. And you fall again.
I think I'm cursed.
Oh, it's okay. Well, you can stand with us if you want. We can help you stand up.
Can you help me sit, though? No?
I mean, it depends.
All right, you get on your hands and knees right now, and I want to try to sit on your back. Is that okay? Do I have consent to try that?
I mean, I guess if that's what you're into. She just kind of gives you an odd look, not expecting that turn. She gets down on her hands and knees, and you try to sit on her.
Does she?
Again, it's so weird. You swear you are right up, like perfect landing and everything. Do the same thing. You're like, all right, I'm gonna be cool this time. Kick out your coattails, everything.
Okay.
You just fall on right on your ass in front of everybody. Clatter to the floor.
Maybe
This
you
is
should
quite odd.
maybe just sit on the floor.
No. So wise, Xavier. I'm going to sit on the floor. Actually, sit on the stage, kind of like, and just like kind of like sit down on the stage. It's like, because like that's still part of the floor. So like D'Artagnan's just gonna like lean against the stage area.
You lean against it. Just fine. I mean, if you just rest your arm against the side of the wall, that's fine. The moment you go to sit down on the stage, right on your ass again.
Well, I'm standing tonight.
In the meantime, Xavier, your precious little wallflower, this meek-looking half-elf, kind of wanders over and... Is it okay if I sit with you?
Go right ahead.
Thank you. And kind of slides in quietly and meekly.
So
It's
what does
interesting.
your
Oh, my name?
yes?
Sorry. My name's Daniel.
Daniel? Am I pronouncing that right or forget me?
Daniel, yes, Daniel.
Daniel.
Danny, if you want.
Danny. That sounds very cute.
Thank you. What's yours? Sorry, I didn't ask.
My name is Javier. You can pronounce it any way you like. You can call me anything you want, unless it's a curse word in your language.
No,
In that
no.
case, even with your face, I would permit it.
Well, thanks. I guess. What brings you to town?
I work for people, which is about as much as I can say, unfortunately. But don't worry, I am not a bad guy. Unless you are into that, then I could try.
Mysterious. Interesting.
Adaptive, I would say.
Adaptive. I like that. I work actually down in the shipyard myself.
As a ship.
Yeah, I just started a while ago. It's down below. That we're in the cliffside right now. First paycheck, kind of celebrating. I work down on the shoreline down below. So,
do you work with the ships as well, or like what does it you do?
Bringing them in, make sure they're tied up and cleaned and everything kept in order. Keeping the books in order. It's not as interesting as you, but you know.
No, I am actually very interested in what you do. I mean, I know me, but I do not know you. So, to me, everything that is normal to you is new to me.
I'm more interested in you, honestly, if I'm being frank.
What would you like to know?
Where'd you get the tattoos?
The tattoos? They are not tattoos, sweetheart. They are...
Oh, I thought they were.
No, they
What
are
are they?
paint. They are paint. He just sort of like smudges through it just a little bit and shows like the black on his finger.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, it is what I used to do for a living.
I should do something like that. Could you do it on me?
I could. Would you like me to try?
Please, if you would. And he's eagerly sitting forward and ready.
You know, let's just have a drink first. And we'll talk a bit about you. We'll talk a bit about me. And then I have my stuff in my bag. And then I will make you prettier than you have ever been before. Not that you are not pretty already, because my eyes cannot stop looking at you.
Thank you. Thanks. And you have a drink. Persuade him and smooth talk him.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like drinking and
Very
talking.
charmed by you. Like, very, very charmed. And you learn about his whole boring history. He's lived here his entire life. Eventually got a job down on the docks. Has help bringing in ships. He does tell you that he has heard the same rumors about the island. So it is... He basically says the same thing. A lot of people have been going missing. It's quite frightening, actually. I'm not getting as much business as we should be lately. And I mean, I got paid today, but I don't know how much longer that's gonna last, especially if we're not bringing in the ships like we were before. And, well, but they'll figure it out, I guess. It's not my business.
No, I think at some point they will try to fix it. Or they are working on it. You never know with those types. I think what best we can do as people, we can just do our jobs. And then see what happens. Or get out before it gets really bad. I always encourage that.
I hadn't even thought about that. I haven't even left this city before.
I would not like you to run away too fast. Because it would mean you would not be in my sight. But I am saying there is no shame in leaving if it gets too hot under your feet.
Well, I won't be going anywhere tonight. I'll be here the whole time, so... Just depends on what room I'm gonna be in.
I think we both know which one.
And he... Yeah, definitely taken. So just swooning over you. The sweet talk has worked perfectly. Just in awe and enraptured. And as the booze kind of muddles with the night, goes with you up to the room to get his face painted. D'Artagnan, as the night's starting to get a little bit more closer to everybody's winding down, people are leaving, Bardmaid approaches you again. So, is it okay if I keep you company tonight, or?
I have a very... my night is going to be very wary. I have to take care of...
Oh, I'm sure it will be. And she kind of gives you one of those up and down things.
I must plan for the sailing trip that I have tomorrow to the Isle of Blythesmoth.
Blythesmoth, yeah. That one.
Yes. Yes.
You're going there?
We are. Yes.
Ooh.
What?
Well, you know,
Why do
you could always
why
celebrate.
it?
Because. I mean, haven't you heard the rumors?
I just know that the lights are off.
Well, yeah, people are dying over there. Bodies keep washing up all over the place. Not sure why you'd want to go there. People bodies, dead bodies. I don't know. I hear the sailors talk about it all the time. Anyway, it's not the kind of subject I want to be talking about. I like to be talking about living bodies. And she kind of drags her finger down your chest.
D'Artagnan is kind of curious to like know more of the lore of like the island, so he's just gonna be like, yes, let's attire upstairs and continue this conversation to actually like continue like the conversation about like the Isle for the next like 6 hours of just like discussing it into more lengths and like the pros and cons of going and like kind of subtly give hints of like, yes, we're going to have some loving interaction, but like still like, oh, but tell me more about this little facet of it.
The moment you mention even going up to the room, she eagerly links her arm with yours and is nearly dragging you up the stairs to your room. Right next to poor Shelby's, by the way. Goes into the room and is just so ready to get down to business. You see her almost start to tie her stuff. Then you start talking about, tell me more about the island. And then she kind of is like, it's an island. Why do you want to know? It's not that special.
Well, he'll go on to like the history of like him not like being from this, like the land people. I live underwater, blah blah blah, and like just giving her like more and more like boring, useless information. But she's probably so intrigued by this that she's just like, oh yeah, go on.
So you're so exotic. Can't believe you think a simple girl like me is beautiful.
Yes, you're very gorgeous. Also, what is the wind speed that is usually good to go to that kind of island?
I don't know, the normal one.
There's lots of normal ones. You can go 14, 17, 18 knots per second. All this.
I work in a bar. I don't sail.
Well, you'll be sailing tonight.
Yeah, I will be. Has he saved this?
No! You eventually do get her to eventually, like, stop undressing with enough questioning. Just kind of like, ugh, I want to know about the island so bad. Why don't you go talk to Boyd? You never can shut up about it. Always talking about that stupid island and how mysterious and deadly it is.
Okay.
Well, we could have
walks
more
out the door.
She looks at you like very insulted, but you head back down. There's again getting towards the end of the night. A lot of people have already left. There's a few people still drinking here and there. Boyd's down there cleaning out a glass, setting it back up. How can I help you? Another one? Nightcap?
Hello, handsome. Tell me more about this island.
What island?
Blythesmoth.
Blythesmoth.
Yes, that one.
Gonna be all season, guys. Buckle in. You want to know about that one? Why do you want to know about that one? That one's shouldn't be going there.
Tell me more on why we shouldn't go there. Minus the death and all of this stuff that I've heard about, is there anything else that I should know?
Oh, if you're asking, he kind of saddles up to the bar. You hear a few people down the bar immediately just, oh God, like they groan because they've heard this story a million times. But as he saddles up, he's like, "Well, let me tell you. Come in. That island is cursed. No one should be going there. No one should live there. But they do anyway. Did they listen to me? No. That place is cursed. It is. You shouldn't. Listen, I have heard stories. Not just the normal people going missing, right? People showing up, not looking normal. People, they go there and they come back and they're different, right? It's just change somehow, right? Not to mention, something with the ground there, right? They talk about it, how it's all beautiful. Oh, the cliffs are red. The cliffs are red. No. It's red. It's that land stained with blood, I tell you that. There's something not right about that island. And it comes out of the mist, too. Like, it's... One minute, sailing along. Nothing. And I can't tell you how many times people come in this bar and be nearly crashing that damn island. Weren't for those lighthouses. Now those aren't even going. God knows how many people are just crashing into the island. Getting stuck there. Tell you what. No one should go to that island.
Well, Father Swan is making us go.
Father Swan's making you go. I thought he was smarter than that.
Apparently, some reputable businesses are funding this.
Oh yeah. A lot of business goes through there. Makes sense. Merchants, they all want to protect their own asses. But I'll tell you this. Crossing over, if you do go there, just watch your back. Make sure you keep a light on you at all times. I don't trust that place after dark. Been there too many times to know it's not right.
You've been there.
Crossing over there, you watch the water. You keep an eyes on the water. Things come up out of nowhere, and they just drag them down. Next thing you know, they're gone.
You've been there.
Oh yeah. Used to sail these seas.
Before or after the curse has been brought?
Oh no, that curse has been on that island for a long time. Even before I was born. Curses just seeded into that land. It's not right. Whatever is going on there, and I tell you, if you go there, don't stay there for more than a week. Otherwise, I don't know if you'll get off the island at all.
That is very good information. Thank you so much, Boyd.
Anytime.
Also,
Just watch your
Rosie, lovely barmaid.
Rosie. Ugh.
Yes.
Is she heckling
right
you
at-
again?
She's
Rosie!
in my room right now.
Rosie! Get down here! And he just calls her down the stairs. I'm sorry, she likes a taste of the exotics. You got exotic written all over. So, you're just the type.
She's a lovely girl, though.
I'm surprised you're saying no to her. Normally everybody says yes to her.
I cast my my sail elsewhere.
Right. 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 Well. Oh, he kind of leans back from the bar a little bit, kind of adjusting. It's not for me, if that's what you're saying. No offense.
Oh, no. It's okay. It's okay.
I'll keep Rosie off of you if that's what you prefer, but, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll have another drink or so, and I'll head up to my room.
He slides a drink over to you. Go sit down on the stool. Fall on your ass again.
Oh, my ass.
Spill the drink everywhere. He pours you
I will
another.
have another drink and stand at the bar. Yes.
There's a reason we're called 12 glasses, okay? We only started with 12 glasses. You keep breaking them like that, I'm gonna have to charge you.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
All right.
Puts down an extra copper for the glass.
Well, you have your drink. Gone up to bed. And the next morning dawns on all of you. You can all get up, have breakfast, plan on second breakfast, as some would like to do. Eventually,
I fill my satchel.
with just bacon and eggs and toast. Maybe a pot of jam.
Yep. Is it one of them little pots?
Little pots.
Yep.
With the lid already, yeah. Steal some of the silverware, maybe. You never know.
Never.
You load up on food. You get a nice filling breakfast in all of you. Outside of the tavern, eventually you see outside of the windows, Father Swan is out there. He doesn't feel like coming in today because he's still kind of, nervous and jittery, and being in a bar is not where a man of the cloth really should be. So he kind of stands outside and waits politely for you all to join him outside. He kind of...
So Shelby is going to be leaving his hotel room. His bag looks slightly bulkier. Shelby is extremely moral and will not steal anything. But anything that a hotel gives you to use up is surely fair game. So he's
for free,
got
yeah.
flasks full of the lamp oil. He's got all of the anything like. Obviously, you can't take the towels because they're going to bleach those and reuse those. But all of the soaps, all of the everything that's like for consumption, he's like, well, they're going to throw it away anyway, and they're just filling it.
Taking everything that you can. The candles, those are going to be replaced eventually anyway.
Right?
They're already halfway burnt, so
Candles.
take the candles. Right? Yeah. Load it up on all that stuff. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you meet up with Father Swan outside? Xavier, I'm sure you're or Javier, I'm sure you're waking up a little bit more worn than others.
Well, if he got 3 hours of sleep, he's golden.
I mean, you probably wore out your new friend, so yeah, 3 hours.
3
about.
hours at least. That's fine. No, I think
You wake up in time to see them like hurriedly pulling on. Shit! Get the docks. Get the docks already.
Bye.
Walk of shame. Well, I would say walk of shame, but it's more of a trot of shame as they try to hurry out of the room, bringing their boots with them.
I think Javier's gonna go through like the morning as he would if he would have woken up alone as well. Like he's just so unfazed by it.
Anything for Luca?
She wakes up and specifically requests a breakfast of root vegetables. To have
Easily
roast.
provided.
Yeah, no eggs, no pork, bacon, anything. Just like some fried root vegetables, and just kind of eats by herself, kind of looking around, looking for the rest of them. Meets them outside.
Perfectly fine. You can have your nice breakfast all laid out for you. D'Artagnan, you laid down eventually.
No, I was gonna do something. D'Artagnan comes down, shouts to Boyd, Boyd! The bed broke. I don't know how. So here's another 4 coppers. I'm so sorry about the bed. I went into another room, kind of got another bed, tried that one. Somehow that one broke as well. I don't know what's going on.
I thought you weren't with Rosie last night. What the hell?
No, I tried to lay down and the bread.
Right. Okay.
Just like, remember with the chair last night? I sat and it broke.
Well,
you got to talk to your craftsmen. Your craftsmen here are very, I don't know. Maybe something is afoot.
Thanks for your patronage anyway. He takes a coin and he bites it just to double check and pockets it.
Is Rosie there as well?
She is not there. But just as you're about ready to leave, you hear her dulcet tones and you kind of hurry a little bit quicker out the door.
Okay.
Just shit. Here she comes. Run. Don't let her see me. You all step out the door and Father Swan's standing there waiting for you. He's, good. You all look well rested. This is going to be, like I said, keep these things on you the whole time. We are going to be taking the elevator down. That's a treat. If you will please follow me. And he leads you through the streets. It's getting kind of busy. Like I said, this is rich up here, so there's a lot of markets, a lot of like merchants already like calling out of their doors, trying to sell their wares. There's little booths set up everywhere. It's a lot of business happening up here. But he leads you down the street towards actually the cliffside, and you get up to just about where that tall lighthouse is of the woman holding a lantern. He kind of diverts you off to the right where there's another smaller building. And you step inside and there's, it's instantly a little bit colder in here and it's very echoey. You can hear the ocean in this room, even though it's way down below you. And there's a small platform laid out and a man, and he pays the man like 5 shillings or shillings, 5 silver for each of you. Steps up to the platform and just, come along. Just don't put to sides. Do not put to sides. We do not want to lose a finger. You all step onto the elevator and he's, right, my man, we are good to go. And there's a jostle before you're slowly starting to be lowered down on this tiny little platform that is chained up. And he's letting the crank go slowly, and you start going down, and everything kind of gets dark for a while. Very cold. That sound of the ocean's just right there in your ears, just constantly going. And you go down a lot. For those of you who are more minded on the ground and archaeology, Luca, you feel like you're going down a long ways. This is like 100, 200, 300, 400 feet until finally it comes to an eventually stop. It starts to slow and then stops. And you can all step off because there's another man there and he's like, come on. You all are ushered off this platform. Step outside of the building and you are now down on the shoreline. The cliffs are in fact that tall. It's a 400-foot drop from the town up top. But in front of you is all of the docks and all of the ships that can make it this close. And he continues to lead you on through kind of like a maze of the docks over to a particular ship labeled the Effervescent.
I say that was much easier than the stairs. Do we need like a pass to use that normally or something, or?
Well, some people do have a pass, but usually it's just 1 silver. You'll be able to afford it once you're all done with this, right?
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. He leads you on. You go over to the ship. Already it's busy. The crew's awake. They are alive, getting the ship prepared. He brings you over. Right, we need to find the captain. Captain Thornton is his name, and there he is, and he kind of leads you up the gangplank towards you. Captain, he's our brave souls coming to help us with the little Blythesmoth problem, if you will. And you see in front of you this tall, elegant man. He's got a nice jacket on, gray on the sides of his hair. It's nicely coiffed. He's a silver fox. He's definitely a silver fox looking guy. Captain to a T. And you would gladly call him captain anytime. And he stands there and looks you all over his. Well, they look more sure than the last ones did. The name's Colby. Captain Colby Thornton. We're gonna be taking you over to the island. Be around this time tomorrow that we'll be there. We do have quarters for all of you if you like. You're free to use the ship as you see fit.
Shelby Snickwickle. Prefer offshore rather than onshore for sure. Prefer starboard to port, I would have thought. And as there need to be leery, we're not scary. There's also no need to be wary. We were sent by a missionary.
I like it, Shelby.
I'm one of them. I'm not bard, but I am a bard.
Right. Like you. I'm gonna keep you on this boat and we're gonna keep you safe, okay?
Pardon? I couldn't hear you over the froth.
Oh, we're going to keep you safe.
Oh. Safe from what?
Safe from anything in the water?
Oh, that's all right. Don't worry, I'll keep the ship afloat.
I appreciate your help. You're going to be a valuable asset. The rest of you two, and of you guys know how to sail at all, just in case. I don't expect we'll need your help, but
Not even a little bit.
Hang on a minute, I can help you there. Repeat after me. Ill.
Ew.
She can say ill.
Oh my god.
Did I freeze Kayla?
oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Just to be clear,
Good.
Luca does not laugh.
No.
It's just Alan.
The father looks very confused for a minute. He's like, say ill. But you see the captain just shake his head and smirk at it. Just, I like this one. Keep him on the ship for a little while longer.
Hello, Captain D'Artagnan Storm of the Sapphire Winds. We are very unknown probably to you, but I know of your effervescence.
The ship one more time?
No, the Sapphire Winds.
That's the one. I do know that ship.
I'm honored.
It's been a while since I saw it. I haven't necessarily come across your path before. Are you a new captain to it, or?
Recent acquired ship.
Very well. Congratulations on that. Captain, of course.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Ah, what's his name? Father Swan. Did the guild members did they acquiesce to our modifications to go into this cursed island? I mean the Blythesmoths?
It's First Island. It's
No, he mumbled the curse part, just like curse, island, the island. Yes.
uh, uh, yes, I did speak with them this morning. They, well, they didn't necessarily say that they could give too much more. It's already quite a lot, but I did get them agree to 18.
Fantastic. I would have gone for 1550, but great. Solid. Thank you.
Oh, that reminds me. Also, yes, it should have been delivered down here this morning. And he goes over quickly to a crate, and he kind of rummages around. Right, this crate right here has everything you will need. I agreed, potions and everything. There should be 2 healing potions for each of you, regular, and then there should be 2 greater healing potions as well. You will have to determine who gets what, but it is all in this crate for all of you to handle on your own. Hopefully you will not be needing them though. So, but in case, just in case, it's always safer to be safe. Yes.
Fantastic.
So each of you have 2 healing potions, and there are 2 graders. You can determine who gets those.
I'm not really much good in a fight, but I can lob a glass bottle at you if you look sick. That's how they work, right?
Yes?
So,
Yes. Yes.
I think you do have to drink it, but you could catch it and then drink it, I suppose.
We can see how much we can bend it, I guess.
Well, you can determine who gets what at your own pleasure. I do not want to keep you guys much longer. I know this is a journey, and there is bound to be complications at sea. I hope not. Hopefully it's all smooth sailing, right? Thornton kind of just... It'll be the usual trip. Hopefully we can outrun anything hitting us. So, are all of you ready to set sail, or shall we wait a little bit longer?
I am ready.
For my first time on the ocean, let's get this underway.
Right. Don't worry, we'll take extra care of you, especially if this is your first time.
Do we have
Yes.
plenty of grog?
This is a ship, Shelby. Of course, we have all the grog we can eat. Or drink. Or
Then I'm
both.
ready to set sail. We shall not fail as we blaze a trail, fueled by much ale.
What he said.
Yeah.
Make up the ropes! And he's just calling out orders already, and people are starting to get her. Right, I should probably go then. I wish you all the best of luck. And remember, you can call me. You can send a message to me via our little trinkets. Anytime. Once a day, remember, once a day, but you can talk amongst each other all you want. Please do keep in contact. Make sure all of you are safe. But I should probably go. I don't want to take off with the ship myself. Good luck. Good luck. And you see Father Swan turn and leave.
So, if he had been on the ship, would he have counted it as extra cloth?
yes.
Good. Because he is a man of the cloth?
Yeah. I suppose we could also call him a man of the duck.
The duck like an animal?
Swan.
No, ducks. You know, sails, pointing to the sails. Sorry, nautical term. Sometimes sails are called ducks. I believe it's actually from Holland.
Might actually very well be. Javier doesn't know shit about boats.
You eventually all get together. The captain is very, very taken with Shelby. He's charmed. And
Didn't even have to roll
laughs at-
persuasion. Let me buy you a drink first.
I mean, it's not Jesus. But he eventually gets everybody all together, gets the crew going. The ship is slowly taken out. Actually, if you want to roll me a perception check, especially you, D'Artagnan, you can get probably an
Perception,
advantage.
you say?
There we go. Yeah,
Perception, you say. All right. With advantage?
And probably Shelby, too, since you've been on ships as well.
Yeah, you'll notice his waddle looks quite normal as soon as he's on a ship.
Yeah, the moment he's on the ship, he's walking straight as an arrow.
Can't see for shit, though.
Is like D'Artagnan like blocking his view or something? Or is like he's just looking down?
He's too busy kind of like fiddling with his flute. It's like, all right. Got a hot crowd here. It's all right. Shelby's kind of like getting jazzed up. He's like, all right, recover from last night. Completely misses everything around him. But I will say the rest of you, all the rest of you, you do notice the ship itself is kind of like, as the ship pulls out and it's starting to go out towards sea, underneath you, you feel this kind of like jolt a little bit, and you notice on the sails itself, there are these gray kind of ghastly looking sails, but along the edges of the sails are all of these runes that kind of like every once in a while they catch light and kind of shimmer a little bit. And the sails of this ship never seem to go empty, no matter if you feel air going or not. They're just constantly being filled.
Oh, sorry. I'm very sorry. I accidentally cleared.
You whip at the sails. You don't trust the switchcraft. But you get the sense that there's some kind of enchantment on the ship that does make it go that fast. And you guys head out to sea, and these slowly taken away. You see the cliffs behind you start to seem smaller and smaller than they were before as you head out towards the Isle of Blythesmoth. And that is where we will end for tonight. Heading out to sea. Good luck.
Fantastic. I am excited to see where this little crew goes. How are we all feeling? New campaign, new session. I love all your characters.
It's session 1 and at least one of you have gotten some, so.
Xavier, Javier, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Oh boy.
Was that a wild magic surge, by the way?
Yeah, you could never sit. You couldn't sit for like... It was 1 hour, but you made it far longer than it needed to be.
I love it. Perfect. Fantastic. I had a
Same
feeling
thing
of
with the
them-
floating chairs and tables. And people.
Very much chair themed today, the wild magic searches.
You know,
Actually, that's right. Yes. So, we'll go round. We'll say goodbye to everyone. We'll do a little wrap up, and then we are going to go on a raid. I feel we need something to raid with, maybe a memorable line or something that we all said. We'll be back at the same time next week, and we'll be back in an hour with a new viewer game. So check those things out. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. We'll go the opposite way around this time. Let's start with Benishka.
Hi, I'm Banishka. I'm Banishka on Twitter. Talk about tabletop RPGs, and I run a monthly one-shot.
Oh yeah, hang on a minute. I've totally got credits, haven't I? Let's do this really quick then, and then I'll run the credits, which I literally like developed halfway through the thing. My bad. Ken.
Hi. Kent Weaves. I stream. There we go.
Nailed it. Beautiful. Kai!
My name's Kai. I'm on Twitter and I yell. That's it.
Beautiful. Kayla!
Hi, I am that DM person. I did things tonight, kind of. Yeah,
Three
I'm
people.
so excited for the rest of this season.
Me.
It started off nice and light.
Well, okay, so people are
Sorry, I'm
suggesting
not-
something Shelby said. Like, the rhyme. I just didn't type it out anywhere.
Oh, I forgot.
Something about missionaries. I don't know. Hey, hang on a minute.
You got sent by a missionary or something.
Yeah, Don't be Larry.
wary.
Yeah,
you
don't
got
be
sent
Larry.
by a missionary.
Don't be wary, yeah, don't be wary, we're not scary. That'll do. That'll do as a raid cry.
Oh,
Fantastic.
that's
Yes.
cute as a raid cry.
Yeah. Alright, everyone. Right, well, then we'll see you next week for more Isle of Blythesmoth. And we'll be back in an hour with the Hika Guard, so we will see you all then.
Yes.
Sponsors. Check out Mage Hand Press, who create Dark Matter. Check out the Deck of Many, who create the Deck of Many Things, and Humblewood. I've looked at the book 3 times and still couldn't say the word. And also check out Hero Forge. You might have seen the minis in the break. They are so much fun to create. Go and have fun over there. Currently Black Friday sales over on the Deck of Many website, so go and check that out. And yeah, keep on evoking emotions. We'll see you next week. Bye!